So who's excited about sales? That's why I'm glad someone is. I'm glad in this economy there aren't many people excited about sales. I wanted to talk a little bit about a new way of selling. But before I get into it, I want to cover a term that is central to it. And that term is commodity. Can anyone give me an example of a commodity? Yes.
A car.
A car is a commodity now, that's true. If you go in the paper and you look at the commodities market, what do you say?
Oh,
Wheat, pork bellies.
Wheat, pork bellies,
Rubber.
Paper.
paper, gold. All right, what is it that makes commodities commodities in general?
Demand.
Demand.
Pardon me?
Demand.
Demand doesn't necessarily, I wouldn't say that makes it a commodity.
Supply.
They're ingredients in other products so that they're vital to the economy.
Okay, do you know there, you hit on the ingredients. Okay, if I buy gold, gold's a commodity. If I buy gold in Richmond, is that the same as the gold I would buy in Russia or anywhere else on earth?
Gold itself doesn't change.
Yeah, it's gold. Gold is gold. It's 99.9% gold. It's a commodity. It's always gold. Silver is always silver. A pork belly is a pork belly. How much you pay for it changes with demand. However, there's one thing about commodities that is really bad for salespeople. If the price of gold is the same everywhere on planet Earth, where am I going to buy it from? From whoever's going to charge me the lowest
Price.
commission, the lowest markup, the lowest commission. So as salespeople, we're getting in caught with the internet and all of the information where more and more things are commoditized, meaning people can go online and find out the cheapest price for anything. 15 years ago, you could not go on the internet and get quotes from 20 different insurance companies for car insurance. Today you can. So people do that and they end up going with whoever's cheapest unless they're looking for a policy that will actually pay on a claim. But that's up to them. So what's happened is with the commoditization of so much, whether it is a car or gold or whatever, you can go on the internet and immediately know how much it costs. Toilet paper, who's got it cheaper right now? You can go on your cell phone and hit your scans an item and it'll tell you how much it costs. In that place, what happens to the traditional sales model? We end up working for less and less as the lowest commission wins. We become, as sellers of commodities, it's a losing game right now. So I think we have to move out of the commodities game and move into what's referred to as value creation sales. The idea of value creation sales is not entirely new. It was written, and really, I think, neatly written by Ram Charan, a pretty famous writer from India. He wrote a book called What You Should Know About Your Customers. And he argues how to get out of commodity-based sales and into a value-creating form of sales. And that needs to have an explanation in and of itself. In the old sales model, we would come out, it was very standard. You'd find a prospect. You'd fight your way past the gatekeeper. You get to the decision maker. You give them features. You give them benefits. They throw objections at you. You overcome the objections and you fight them down. And then when you finally get them convinced that your product is a good idea, they go on the internet, find it $5 cheaper and buy it there. So we need to just get out of that model or we're done. Value creation sales is about creating value. Even when we speak, we're paid. Anytime we're paid, we transfer value. So in order to provide value, we must know three things. We must know our customers' goals, our customers' business model, and our customers' customers. I would like to explain to you how we would go about doing those so that we can become highly paid professionals again. First is your customers' goals. Everybody thinks that all customers have the same goals. They want to do grow, take over the world. That's not true. I was at a wholesalers convention in the floral industry in Miami last month, and the keynote speaker gave a very interesting commentary. He said, I'm talking to people about their goals for the new year, and I found out that flat is the new up. People aren't looking to grow their business. They're looking to stay flat. That's their goal. That's sad. You're not going to be in business very long if that's the way you look. But just think of some typical companies. What's Walmart's goal, if you would put it in? What do you think their goal is for their business, Kat?
To take more market share away from other competitors like Target
Okay, so
and Best Buy.
they're looking for more market share. They want to conquer the world, in a way. They want to open a new Walmart every 45 minutes, and they're going to chisel their vendors out to the last tenth of a penny. That's their goal. What about Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus? What's their goal? Are they trying to open a new Nordstrom every 45 minutes in China?
I think they're trying to create the image that they're exclusive and that you want to be a person of importance, you'll come to that.
All right, that's a good way. So they're trying to create more of a, they're going to charge you more, right? But you're going to expect a little different experience going in there. What if it's not so obvious? What if a customer has a changing goal? I'll give you an example of this that you would need inside information unless you knew it when it was happening. When Hyundai first came into the United States, what was their market niche? Cheap. They were the cheapest car you could get. Right now they're building luxury sedans at the other end. So their goal changed. Their initial goal was to get into the marketplace as the cheapest car on the market. They came out with that great differentiator, 10 years to 100,000 mile warranty. And then once they got in, now they want higher markup, mid-level sedans. So that's a changing goal. If you went to Hyundai today and gave them a sales pitch or a presentation based on the Hyundai of 15 years ago, it would fall flat. So you really have to know their goals. Are they looking for cash? Are they looking for market share? Are they looking for higher margins? Or are they looking for more volume to offset lower margins? Are they looking to retire in 2 years? Sometimes you find that out and you realize it's not worth pursuing this person because they're on their way out. Next, I want to talk a little bit about knowing their business model and why this is important. People don't go running around saying, hi, here's my business plan. Do you want to look at it? But we do know somewhat of the business models of, say, a Walmart or a Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom. In my industry, I've done some research on people and I've had my head blown off by what I found out. We looked at one market for our floral product, which is a valve quality enhancing product, and of course it costs a little more. Well, we saw these rotten flowers in a big box store that's a chain across the world, and we said, wow, millions and millions of flowers, and they all need our product because the quality's bad. What a great opportunity. I went and I did my research about the business model. What this box store does, they sell millions of flowers every year. Guess how many they buy?
2 million. 0.
0 is correct. This is it. They vend, a lot of these big box stores, the way the business model works in the floral department is, a wholesaler buys a bunch of flowers. Maybe he overbuys. He buys too many carnations or too many whatever. They're sitting in his cooler. So he takes them over to a cooler at a big box store. And the big box store says, okay, we'll let you put your flowers in our cooler. Whatever sells, sells. Whatever doesn't, doesn't. It's pay as you scan. If 10% of them sell, that's great. We're not out any money. If none of them sell, we're not out any money. So the box store has no skin in the game, as you would call it. They win no matter what, whether one flower sells or a million. The wholesaler who's done